Changing wire rope. This section of the training video will teach you how to properly change out the wire rope on a MaxiRider. Changing the wire rope is a serious mechanical procedure and should not be attempted unless you have seen this video and you are confident on the steps for removal and replacement of wire rope. It is also recommended that you have a helper when changing the wire rope out. Before you get started, you will need the following tools: 18mm wrench, 6mm Allen wrench, 9/16" socket, extension, and ratchet, 3/8 inch by 200 foot synthetic rope, wireless remote, upper limit wire rope clip. Follow your company's policies for working on the crown and notify the proper managers. Clearing the drill floor is normal practice for anyone who is working up on the crown. Remove the upper limit wire rope clip from the wire rope. Pack all of your tools into a backpack or your company's approved tool bag for climbing the crown with. Climb up to the crown and unpack your tools. Remove the wire rope cage so you will have easy access to the wire rope drum. Turn on the wireless remote, push the down button, and start unspooling the wire rope. Allow the cable to pile up on the drill floor. Do not allow anyone to stand on the drill floor and attempt to coil it up as it is being paid out. Before it's completely finished spooling out, turn the handheld remote off by pressing the stop button. Pull some slack up and out of the wire rope guide tube and attach the synthetic rope to the wire rope using a wire rope clip. Tie off the synthetic rope to the shiv guard bar to keep from dropping the end of the wire rope. By hand, pull the remaining 3 or 4 feet of wire rope out of the hoist. The block stop will sometimes trip towards the end, so you may have to reset it before the wire rope comes completely out of the hoist. Untie the synthetic rope from the shiv guard bar and carefully lower the end of the wire rope down to the drill floor using the synthetic rope. When the old wire rope reaches the drill floor, tie the synthetic rope off to the shiv guide again. Climb back down the derrick and remove the wire rope clip and separate the old cable from the synthetic rope. Set up the new spool of wire rope on stands. Connect the new wire rope to the synthetic rope using an upper limit wire rope clip. Be careful with the end of the new wire rope too. It is a good idea to tape it to the synthetic rope to keep from damaging it. Take the wireless remote and climb back up to the crown. Pull the synthetic rope up and be sure to clear a few feet of the new wire rope above the wire rope guide tube. Tie off the synthetic rope to the shiv guide to prevent the new wire rope from falling. Remove the tape from the end of the wire rope and from the synthetic rope. Make sure the block stop is in the open position and feed the end of the new wire rope up and through it. Sometimes the block stop will trip and you'll have to reset it. Using both hands, feed the new wire rope up into the hole in the gearbox. Feed the new wire rope as far into the gearbox as possible. When you are unable to push the new wire rope any further, use your channel locks and carefully push the wire rope even more until it stops. Turn on the remote and push the lower limit spring down. Then push the up button, which will start feeding the rope up through the red spring and out past the lower limit switch. Run the new wire rope between the sheave and the sheave guard. Turn off the remote. Remove the drum cover. Locate the wire rope drum hole and position the hole where it faces down. It will be easier to insert the wire rope in the hole from the bottom side. Insert the cable in the hole and push it until it hits the opposite side of the inside of the drum and stops. Turn the drum clockwise until the lower limit switch spring collapses. This will tighten up the wire rope on the drum and allow the unit to run without manually having to hold the lower limit spring down. Turn on the remote and push the up button to start spooling the wire rope onto the drum. Align the sheave and wire rope on the drum. You need to make sure the wire rope spools on the drum properly. Continue aligning the wire rope on the reel until you have at least one complete layer of wire rope across the drum. Put the drum cover back on the drum. Install the wire rope cage on the MaxiRider. Be sure the cage does not rub the drum. Pack all of your tools up and climb down the derrick. Install the upper limit wire rope clip about 5 feet from the end of the rope. This will keep the wire rope from being able to go above the crown floor. Install the swivel using a 6mm Allen wrench and attach the carabiner to the swivel. Lastly, you need to properly install the red counterweight. To do this, connect the carabiner to the eye of the top red counterweight. Then, attach the shackle on the end of the safety lanyard to the wire rope above the swage fitting. Run the wire rope up and down several times to make sure it is operating properly. For questions on wire rope installation or the replacement wire rope on a MaxiRider, contact BLP Services. Only use wire rope and approved replacement parts from BLP or an approved BLP parts distributor. The use of non-BLP approved wire rope or parts will void warranty and could possibly cause damage or injury.